Hello! We've already done a little bit today, actually. Sorry for not... This is weird. Anyways, we went to the Starbucks, which we do every morning, because they have internet there. And what you do is you have to buy a coffee to get 30 minutes of free internet. And they give you a little code, but they don't really seem to care how many codes you ask for. So whenever somebody goes to buy a coffee, we ask for like 5, and we have like 20 of these 30-minute codes. And we bought like 3 cups of coffee. So we beat the system. Yeah. And if y'all hadn't noticed, I'm an elf today. Because why not? Yes, why not? Maybe not the best name for a store. I don't think you can see it. Hang on, come here. Cameron. Jade and I are attached currently, so she's going wherever I go. Probably not the best idea.
Excited.
So we bought chocolate things and chocolate muffin and Belgian chocolate things. I got a thing. Hang on. Let's see what's in this. Is that one mine? Oh goodness. Oh my god, it's gonna fall. Don't fall. Stay right here. You see it? It's covered in gold flakes. Hard to tell. Gold flakes. It's recording. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try a bite of the golden flakesness of awesome. Look at that. Look at that.
Eat it. 100% professional. Can you give me a bite?
Oh my god.
Oh, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your Philly stuff on top?
I ate it.
Man.
How is it?
Really good.
Yeah? Yeah, we're excited. One fork and knife that I carry out of my backpack. So we're passing the fork back and forth, so we're gonna eat it. How's yours, Jet?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Now pass it all down.
Oh, it just now started recording. Never mind. That's a person. We're in the bathroom. Okay, now it's recording. It's taking forever to start recording. I was trying to record the niceness of the Sydney Opera House bathroom, but there's a person and I got scared, so you saw, like, the windows. So we're going on a tour that requires head things, like to wear them, like that. Picked a bad day to wear these. Oh, where are they? Ah, this. Picked a bad day to wear that. We're in the Opera House. Can't take any pictures or videos of the concert halls, but this is what we can take pictures of. Let's go look at the view. Not a bad view. This is cool. Miss the sails. You hear them? The Sydney Orchestra. We just got to go in there and watch them practice. You can hear them through the door. Can you? Yeah, so there was no videos of anything, but you can hear them through the door, so. This is the construction of the Opera House. Come here. Let's look over here. Cool. This is how all of the sails, how all the sails are made. These make me happy. There's that Barbie doll with the Sydney. We're at the Botanical Gardens, and it's very pretty. Jogger. Me and Jade are pointing out all the joggers we see.
There's a lot of
joggers here. The Jet's trying to catch the seagull. Just walking, don't mind me over here, little seagull. I'm not here. Jogger. Just casually following the seagull. Oh no, oh no, I wasn't here. You never saw me. Is there another seagull over there? Get it, Jack, get it. Get it, Jack, get it. Get it, Jack, get it. Get it, Jack. He's like, no. Oh no! Will be Jet's attempt to catch a bird. Because why?
Because my dad said if I could catch a bird, I could keep it for a pet. Even though Australia, which we probably can't get it across the border, so shows that's not as well enough.
Just a challenge.
Yeah, I guess. So, I'm trying to get those birds over there. And let's see if it actually works.
An adventure into the jungle of ended loves. This is called the Forest of Heartbreak. A large majority of these couples are probably no longer together. I'm positive today. Let's just see what is around this corner. Gnat. Just gnat. Oh my god. Korea? Ooh, that's cool. That's really fun. I'm gonna have to stop and take a picture of that. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I was stuck there for a minute, but it's all good. I got it. Here's Berta and Jack for scribbles. Some of this other stuff I don't know what it says. Hoptic. Nope. No idea what that says. Something demo team. Ike? No. I don't know what that says. Ooh, hello. Sorry. It's hard to keep you a safe distance from my face.
Okay.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna do this. Pull your hands away so I can't slap them. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. No.
Last one. The point. It's great. You'll enjoy it.
Don't let me hit them.
You only have
Hands behind his back. There, I win.
You have to
Okay, here. Ready?
Okay.
No, you try and get me now. Oh, good. That was a good try. Okay, you're good. We're on a tall ship, and we're gonna climb the masks. Masks, not masks. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna videotape. Videotape me? Yes. Yes.
Oops, I lost it. Hello, darling.
You got this, Bill.
Hi. How you doing? I'm a pirate. Yeah. In a way. How you feeling? Good. How you feeling? Good. My turn.
You know, but we're gonna shoot me. She's gonna have to edit all that.
found the under the boat. It's got a little reading nook over here. I found Harry Potter. I have wine, and I'm not leaving. That. I like the tree over here. The mountain is like pink. And it looks very cool. The city at night is really, really pretty. I like the Ferris wheel and stuff over here. There's just a water fountain. And it goes down there. Saying hi to like everyone. Like he's jumping back and forth between people like, hello, hi, hello. How many have you got?
36.
Does how many people respond to Chim? They smile.
That is 37.
Yep. Let's see if it'll happen again.
Not to the people eating, boo.
It's a different language now.
Yeah, that counts.
Is that a different language?
Mild,
said hello,
38.
Yeah.
No.
He's just
Say hi.
hello. I really want to just run into someone like, hi. He's like way above us now.
I would be happy with a little child doing that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god,
39.
And then running
Nice.
away.
Which 40th? A little bit late.
Hi.
Dip boy.
Hi.
Dip boy, don't run to people. It doesn't count if you run to people.
It doesn't count.
Mild, 40.
The sandstone wall in front of you we're about to enter used to be Sydney's oldest water police station. And in the 1800s, every week on a boat, the police would actually drag out the dead bodies that were high on Sydney Harbour or washed into the shore. They were mainly murdered, chucked into Sydney Harbour, and their bodies would float. Their bodies were taken in here to rot, and then the horse and cart arrived and took these bodies to Town Hall Cemetery or even your local back garden. The strange thing is, the smell of off-raw meat still penetrates this very room.
So there's a mass amount of people over here watching this thing, and we're just casually gonna walk inside of it. I don't smell rotten meat.
Joseph Silver was the male hairdresser in town. He was married with 2 young daughters. But unfortunately, like many other men, they liked the demon drink. And he was often seen here too many times by his wife, and she filed for divorce. He suffered from depression, and it made things just worse. Well, he was forced out of the home, and he found accommodation right there. It was no longer a brothel. By 1958, Joseph Silver wasn't turning up to any work anymore. His business suffered, and he was drinking excessively. He put down his last drink on September 4th of 1958 in the bar, and was seen staggering up the staircase where he finally made it into his room. Well, didn't stop there. In the early hours of the morning, he pulled up that window and started shouting to the locals walking up and down. In fact, the noise was so unbelievable, people actually came down after being woken up, came down here, and all of you in the neighbourhood told him to shut up and pull your head in. Well, Joseph finally retrieved back into his room and came back stark naked. But this time, he stood by the window with a large pair of steel serrated scissors. He grabbed onto his genitals, and bit by bit, he slitted through the flesh and foreskin of his penis, and then finally ripped it off and threw the head of his genitals right outside that very window. Joseph collapsed. The police and ambulance arrived and took a bloke in his early 30s on a stretcher in the back of the ambulance right in front of him. He was rushed to the Sydney Hospital on Macquarie Street, but he died in the back of the ambulance from blood loss. Kendall Lane, just in front of him. He was renowned for a man in his early 30s wearing the garb of 1950s fashion. For those who take a walk down the early hours of the morning down that laneway, you may see a man, but this time crouched over, looking for something he's been looking for the last 50 years.
Bye.
Jade just went down the cellar. We're all up here. Jade's going by herself down to the cellar. Hi, Jade.
Oh no.
While she's down there, often the smell of off-raw meat is smelt, but also the conversation of men, women, or even children who came and went dead down those very steps. She may also feel very dizzy, and they're the kind of symptoms what paranormal do as you walk down those steps. I'll get her down there just for a couple of minutes. While we're here, this was a common breeding ground for all the prostitutes. In fact, right there, that white cottage you see, is Sydney's longest running brothel. It's now closed down. But if you couldn't afford to go to the brothel, the sailors would just do it with the girls, the street girls, around these dark and damp corners of the street. The prostitutes were hired to do their job by the local gang, and they were called the Rocks Push Gang. By 1901, there were 400 kids walking around this area with hats woven from cabbage palm leaves, coloured scarves and coloured vests. Tight-fitting pants were worn, and even flares by 14 and 15-year-old kids. In the soles of their leather shoes, they concealed razor blades. And every time they saw a naked sailor, they'd come right up behind him and tear away both of his Achilles tendon. The sailor would drop to the ground, not knowing what just happened. The prostitute would run, and then the gang would circle the sailor, beat him with a sock filled with rocks.
Or butter.
They would then steal or rob anything they had from the sailor. They would then empty the rocks after they'd finished from the sock, put the sock back on their foot, and be on their merry way. Sandbagging was common back then. It's even used now because there's no evidence of the murder weapon. Let's bring it back up. Hopefully there's a similarity.
Oh my god, Jared. Okay, he's letting her back in. I know you can't see it. Here she comes. She's like running.
Jade,
Yeah.
while you're down there, you close your eyes.
Yes.
Good. Obviously you've heard of the machine down there, but did you feel anything else, or did you feel any paranormal activity?
I kind of felt like I was like getting really heavy and like, yeah.
Okay, being moved.
Yeah.
And when you did that, what do you mean by that?
I don't know, like I sat there and I just started going like this.
So can I say a bit dizzy?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel anything else down there?
Feel anything else?
Did you hear anything else?
I was kind of focused on trying to hear you, honestly. And then
Any smell down there?
it smelled really gross, but
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
And every now and then I heard like I don't know, something like being dragged.
moved?
Yeah.
Okay, like maybe furniture?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, great. Well, when a kid was actually finally sometimes buried alive, after a while, the local undertaker got suspicious of the local doctor's diagnostic of life and death. So just to make sure the kid was dead, the undertaker in the area would actually get a cutthroat razor and tear up a boy or girl's artery and let them bleed to death before he put the final nail in the lid of the wooden coffin. Just in case you weren't dead, the undertaker made sure.
So I volunteered to walk around the building all by myself, 'cause I'm an idiot. I'm also the first 5 minutes of Supernatural. Do you hear hissing? Okay, light. Jesus freaking Christ. So walk around the walkway. I hear hissing. I definitely hear hissing. There's people. There are people over there. Okay. I feel like I hear laughing or bubbling or something. Like a bubbly laughter. I don't feel anything though. Apparently I'm supposed to feel like there are people following me. That didn't happen.
Just a little boy.
Just I was supposed to see somebody, a little guy, boy.
See or feel or see in the backseat.
Nope. Sorry. No. Yeah, I mean, like, I think there are people down there. Yeah. So I heard people talking. I heard hissing over there. Yeah. And now Mom's in a house by herself. So far, Jade and I and Mother have all gone by ourselves.
But what I would like you to do now is separate yourselves and go through all the individual rooms and walk down the old staircase into the ground floor. You'll see the old kitchen. Have your torch off throughout the whole journey. Only have them on when you're walking down the staircase.
Yeah, Jade, turn your... That was mean. That was a mean prank. That was not nice.
Which makes it amazing. I'm going to be taking you down into these
Sydney's
old
oldest
jail
pub.
cells. And what makes it so haunted is in 1850, gold was found out west. So men weren't coming here anymore for a drink. They were going out west to find gold. Places like this were going bust. In fact, the Whalers Arm, which was a pub on the corner, did go bust because there weren't men turning up anymore. Thomas Kirkman, who ran and owned the pub with his wife Anne, who he murdered a year beforehand by pushing her down a set of stairs you'll soon see in the cellar, well, he found a way to make money, and it was called a Mickey Finn. When sailors or anyone came here for a drink, it was free. It was rum, but you had no idea it was laced with acid, sulfuric acid. And men would come here for a drink and scull their rum down their throat, and they would fall very sick very quickly. Some actually even fell unconscious at the bar. And while they're still unconscious, it was closing time, and there were still men collapsed by the bar, which were dragged around behind the bar and taken down a trapdoor, down some stairs into these cellars. There is a tunnel which leads from here, right underneath this road, underneath the terrace house, and it goes to the nearby water, where a ship captain would wait by the tor ship. A ship captain needed deckhands on his tor ship to run the ships. No one wanted to become a deckhand. The only way was to kidnap you from this pub and make you a deckhand, as 2 shillings were paid to Thomas Kirkman for every man that was dragged through the tunnel. They'll then put on the tor ship and work free of charge the next morning as the tor ship was sailing outside the Sydney harbour. That's if they did wake up. Most had actually collapsed and were already dead right here because some kids didn't take the acid too well. This is where the teenage boys that came here for just a free drink cost them their lives or got them kidnapped and shanghaied and put on a tor ship. These are the very wooden floorboards which were constructed all that time ago in 1843. And by 1850 the Irish were singing and dancing, drinking poisonous drinks as they were soon collapsing and being dragged after closing time around behind the bar down some steps underneath the trapdoor. The steps are just behind those gates if you dare to go in, but you are actually walking on kids, dozens of kids who fell to their death. And the first thing you will feel is not only severe dizziness, but hopefully you're actually going to feel quite nauseous.
Oh, good.
If you go through the gates, let me know what you experience. Some through here, some can go through the other back gate.
I went up.
Why?
Why do we go?
You don't have to.
There's a thing.
I just went up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my light here if I'm going up these steps.
There goes a Jid.
Oh, we can't go much further. I'm kind of taller.
What?
What was that?
Was that you two?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Good night.